Yo, what it is, it's the Creek Boys, and you're locked in with the Vibe Perspective Podcast. Every day I'm with Vibe Perspective.
Yo, what it do, family? It's your favorite host, MikeOnTheMic from the Vibe Perspective Podcast. Tap in my guys at Ground 3 Radio, DJ OK, DJ RT, so the ones and twos. Back at it again for another Vibe Style Tuesday, another Taco Tuesday, another series of interviews. Shout out to all my listeners tonight. Be sure to call in at 443-377-1872. Again, that number is 443-377-1872. We got a very, very dope guest in the building. We spoke last week on a separate interview, on a separate show. Shout out to Tony Dricon, shout out to Shop Pod TV. We got my guy, Ayo Boutique, rocking with us tonight. What's up, bro?
Ayo! Y'all know what's up, man. Mr. Ayo Boutique. Big shout out. Man, I like y'all energy. I knew this was gonna be dope just from us being on the podcast together last week?
Oh yeah, it was last week.
Y'all got really good energy, man. Definitely appreciate y'all for this, for real.
Man, no doubt, man. You got great energy too, man. I can't leave that out. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We like to collab, like to put on black-owned businesses. We like to, make these connections real. You know what I'm saying? So to all my listeners who want to learn more about his work and some things he got going on and his shops and others, go to Ayo_Boutique on Instagram as we go through this interview. Again, that's AYO_Boutique on Instagram as we go through the interview, and you can match the work to the man himself. So, bro, like I said, it's a pleasure to sit down with you. It's a pleasure to have you in the studio with us once again.
Appreciate you.
So, I want to know off top, because the Ayo moniker is just it's taken on a life of its own.
Yeah.
So, I want to know at least where the origin of that came from, and where did you even get the idea of calling it Ayo Boutique?
The fact that you asked that question, it's just so beautiful, because nobody asked that.
Really?
And I want to tell people this. It's like, so we just got evicted from on Renwood Street for disturbing the peace. So we just Studio 23. I went on Craigslist. I found a spot in Old Town Mall that was the same price, triple the size. But I didn't need it downstairs. You know what I mean? I got it anyway. And I was like, yo, I got to do something with this. But I don't know what to do with it. And I was like, it's gonna be called Everybody Eats Clothing Store. And I was like, that's corny.
Okay.
I said that is corny. But listen to where I'm going. Everybody eats. I always believed that all of us should win together.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's my clothing line. And I never made clothes. Then I was like 5 seconds later, I was like, nah, that's whack. And I was like, hey yo, I'm gonna make something. I was like, Ayo Store. And I was sitting in front of the building and people saying like, Ayo Boutique. Ayo Store. I said Ayo Boutique. That's it. Because Ayo is Baltimore. But now here's, I'm gonna break it down. Here's where it gets smooth.
Go ahead.
I said, but if somebody asks me, where did Ayo Boutique, the name, come from? How am I gonna make it interesting? So now I'm an artist as well.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm making an acronym, and I was like, ain't yours or ain't your something. And I was like, all yet one. Same thing as Everybody Eats. It's like it's all of us, but we all come together to be one.
Yeah.
So Ayo is also like when somebody say Ayo, everybody turn around because they talking
Right
to you,
directly to you, right?
So Ayo, I said I'm gonna call it Ayo Boutique. I'm gonna break it down as an acronym. It's all of us, and then here's the science behind it. If we say Ayo in Baltimore so much, a lot of people start off their interviews like Ayo. Eventually, they gonna be like, I can't say it no more.
Yeah.
And I started doing the Ayo every time I talk. So now when I'm out in the streets in Westminster, nobody call me Darrell. They be like, ain't you Ayo? So it's branded.
Yes, I am.
It was branded. It's me. But yeah.
Man, that's a beautiful story, and I love hearing that of not having it all figured out in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you had some adversity early on by getting moved from your spot. You find a new spot, and now you're like, what can I do to make the best of this? And then you sat down to yourself and really came up with the best thing you could, and you made it into a brand, into a name, into this like I said, the moniker that lives on its own, that people now address you as Ayo.
Yes.
Like they don't even address you by your first name. Like no, you Ayo, Ayo Boutique, and I think that's so dope that you were able to marry your brand to just your ideas and things that you just came up with. Just I'm gonna double down on this. I love that because somebody needs to hear that. I think a lot of young guys, people want to start clothing brands or anything. They hear the show, they always listen, they always get gems. I love giving gems to young guys and young women who are doing their thing and trying to follow their dreams. And I think that's one thing they need to take away. you know, your initial ideas are nice, they're beautiful, they're genuine, they're dope. You know, those ideas are great, and you should double down into it.
But I don't think, I think you saying that is so important because, and from the jump, I said, I already know it's not gonna catch right away. I said, but I'm gonna do this every single day. I'm gonna say Ayo on my videos every day, because what people don't understand is, if you really watch social media, I watch boxing a lot, and it's a guy that I watch, and he always start off like, "What's up, guys? It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another." He does the same with the same tone, the same spill. So now I quote myself, and I kind of got it from him. I quote myself, listen to him, and then he'll talk, and I'll be like, "What's up, y'all? It's Blue Boy." Stop. But repetition.
Exactly.
So I said every day I'm gonna say Ayo. And now even in Westminster, I wasn't even driving my car. And this is the amazing part. I was driving my brother. Remember I was talking before we got on here. I was driving one of his foreigns, and I had the window down. And somebody was like, this white lady was like, "Ayo!" I was like, she said your steering wheel. But I'm tripping because I'm not in my car.
Right.
So that's why I did a little slow, like, how you know?
How you know?
And that was wild to me that now I'm branding myself, whereas I don't even have to be in my vehicle anymore. They're looking at my dreads and just the attitude, you know what I mean? So
the personality.
It's dope.
Yeah. That's dope. And I do want to, you know, get into that because I think that's important that you mention it. Like, it's the persona, it's the, you know, the energy behind the brand, you know, that you push yourself, like that you provide on Instagram videos, that you provide in person, that you see in your store. You know, you give that same energy all the time, and I know that had to come from somewhere. Like, I know you grew up, you know, a certain way. I know, you know, you had, you know, influences, and you know, you were a very bright individual. I can already tell because you don't just get this way off nothing.
Alright, so here's where the monkey wrench come, bro. I was not this person. I feel like
Really?
I wasn't. And it's funny because everybody in school, when I see them now, they look at me and be like, and this is a serious thing. Even females I like would never speak to me. Stay in my inbox. It's weird. It's weird because I'm still Darrell. Like I ain't really like, but I was very quiet in school. I was very conservative. Even on the rapping tip, I used to just beat on the tables for people. I never wanted to rap because I never felt like I had a voice.
Yeah.
But once I found out I had a voice, I had to keep on seeing people shut me up. People always make me be quiet. Right? They'll see me come out of my shell a little bit and they'll be like, "Yo, be quiet, yo, come on." Even on stage, I had partners, I'm rapping, right? And then I try to talk afterwards. Like, "Y'all know what's up, y'all can follow us there." Grab the mic, "Yo, no, y'all can follow us." And I was like, why everybody keep trying to shut me up?
Wow.
And I feel like people saw in me what I didn't see. So when I finally got to this level, which was 2014, I woke up, had a panic attack in my sleep, and from that day, I moved out of my studio apartment and I turned into who I am today. I said, I don't care about nothing. I said, I don't care.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what the panic attack was, but I came out like, it's like a real thing. Like I want to reenact it through one of my songs. I wrote a song about it. And I want to it's like I came out of my body because that's what anxiety was to me. I said I was being something I wasn't for so long, which was that quiet person.
And built up.
And that day, and it's on Facebook.
Really?
When I did it, I went live.
Really?
Right? I went live on Facebook. I sold all my shoes. I was in a studio apartment. I told the girl I was with, "Should I leave, go home?" She punched me. But it's all on Facebook.
Yeah.
And you see me in my Mustang. I was a sneakerhead for real. I sold 80 pair of shoes for like 2 stacks.
Ooh.
To a guy, his son was going to Frostburg State and said, "Bro, for 2,000, you gonna give me 90 pair?" I said, "I'll give you 90 pair for 2,000." And I had 2 pair that was worth 1,000.
Hey, yo.
I was just done, bro.
Yeah.
So
you made that choice to like start doing something different. I think that's so dope. And it's crazy because you don't really hear that often of people getting this like transformation overnight practically. You know, like that panic attack was almost a wake up call. You know, made it your business to start to live unapologetically for yourself. And I think I heard you mention before of like you know, when you were younger, like, you didn't necessarily have like a bunch of people in your corner, like a bunch of people who were like, you know, a bunch of friends who were just, you know, there, but you did understand you had a knack of bringing people together.
Yeah.
Just like you mentioned, like beating on the table, like I know, you know, that's community.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like being in high school, being in middle school, like just beating on the table. There's a community of people that surround you, and you start to bring people towards you. I want you to talk a little bit about sort of your gift of bringing people together and how that now goes into Ayo Boutique.
I had to learn it was a gift. Like, I never really, first it was just by me not having so many people like surrounded around me when I was younger. I was always like doing the extra stuff, even though it was like, yo, why you doing so much, right? I was always the one that was like, yo, y'all trying to go to Walmart and ride the bikes? I used to steal bikes for the people that I wanted to be cool with in Garden Village. We used to, so it's Garden Village, Highland Hills, and then it's the county. I would go in the county, me and my homeboy, we would steal like some bikes, we'd bring them back, and we'll give them to I would give them to the people that I was like, hey yo, what's up, yo? I got a bike for you.
Right,
and we created this whole bike group when I was younger, and it was because of me.
Yeah.
And then one day, we got caught when I was 12 and locked up. But it was so dope because it kind of gave me like some credit, like some street credit. They were like, yo, Ralph ran to the boy, they ran. Right? Yeah. Fast forward, I was the first person I feel to do this. There's Love in Baltimore was my first project. I took artists like Linwood, Keish, just a bunch of artists that I liked. I said, bro, I'm gonna pay for your studio time, photo shoots, everything. And I'm gonna create this project with all of us. And it's gonna bring us together. The funny thing is, nobody on that project got along.
Really?
So we couldn't drop it.
Really?
Wow. And then you don't like him, and then both of y'all don't like them. I said, yo, and then we didn't get in the studio at the same time. I brought everybody one by one.
And it still didn't work out.
It only didn't work out because after the album cover was made, everybody was like, why I'm all the way to the left? I don't like him, yo. Why am I behind him? I said, bro, for real? And everybody started calling me. And I'm sitting there like, this is Baltimore for real.
This is Baltimore,
You know what I mean? Sure. But everything I've ever done has always been, since people didn't gravitate towards me, I said, I'm gonna make y'all like me because I know what kind of person I am. Right? I never had an enemy. I never done anybody dirty. Nobody. Nobody. Nobody can ever say it. And it's not a lot of people in the city.
Facts.
You know what I mean? I never had a problem with nobody. But I just like bringing people together because I understand the value in people. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. And I think that's such a gift. Like you said, like you had to figure out it was a gift. Like you're able to designate the value in just this, like I say community, but like togetherness and unity. And I think in Baltimore, it's like, I've interviewed so many people and they've always talked about the lack of unity in Baltimore. They're like how nobody can get together and nobody can, you know, collab and do things and build the city up. And I'm just like, you know, I see it in some aspects, but it's interesting because it's a lot of nuance there. It's like, sure, there is a lack of unity, but you gotta figure out why the lack of unity is there. That will uncover a lot, because I think a lot of those things are connected. Like a lot of the reasons why a lot of people can't connect is because of this background reason why there isn't a unity. It's not just the fact that we don't like to unify, because like soon as somebody like the Clout Chase, 30 billion people in the city is on it. Soon as somebody hot get up, everybody on it, you know, and that's unity. But it's that thing behind it. I think, you know, the closer we get to it, the more people we have like you, who, you know, put togetherness first, who put collaboration first, and, you know, unifying the city, will be a much better place. And so I do want to talk about Ayo Boutique. Just sort of when when you first got in the store and you like started looking at all the space and, you know, thinking about where you're gonna place things and who you're gonna work with. What was your methodology early on of like, what did you want to do with Ayo Boutique when you first got in there?
Man, oh my God. And that's why I'm glad I have an Instagram, because I built my journey on purpose. I show everybody, even like when I got an eviction notice, I'll be like, yo, look what happened to me. Like, because I just enjoy the whole story. When I go into something, I don't like a storefront that has everything ready to go. Right? I like to, like, so I looked around and I was like, yo, it's so messed up in here. But I'm about to go crazy. So I'll be like, all right, so This wall, I said, I'm gonna take, and the idea of bringing all the brands in didn't even come until I walked in. Well, first it was the name.
Yep.
Right? Then I had to walk in and say, all right, well, since I'm going to do a clothing store with a bunch of brands, how can I turn this into something dope? And that's when I was like, I'm gonna take this amount of space on every wall, and I'm gonna make 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna have 13 brands here, and that's when it started getting fun, right? Then I get me a drink real quick, give me some wine, so I feel good, because I feel like a lot of times, even when I write, if I get like writer's block, I have to go for a walk, get some air, or I'll drink some wine, or just relax myself. And after I did that, everything came to me. I said, yo, I'm gonna reach out to a brand, and I told my man this, I'm gonna reach out to a brand that's not from here, and see if they wanna be in the store.
Yeah.
We're not cool no more.
Really?
Because when I told this person, and it's like, it like hurt my feelings, it's my man's.
Yeah, yeah.
12 years. I said, bro, I'm about to get mad people from all over the world, bro. Cause it came to me like, and I was like excited. Don't ever take my excitement away. Cause I'm like, yo, oh shit. When I do that, just stand there and just give it back.
Yeah.
I said, yo, I'm about to get brands from everywhere. He was like, bro, niggas in Baltimore don't even support like that. Like, how you gonna do that? Once he did that, and here's the kind of person I am. I do this. I don't even talk to him. I be like, you can go ahead, bro. You can go ahead.
Facts.
From there, cause he just left. I guess he didn't understand. Once he did that, we never spoke again. He hit me up as much as he wanted to. Hope you're watching it. Hit me up as much as he wanted to. Never spoke again. Cause you already showed me you not in my future with me. Cause my mans would have been like, bro, shit, if I reach out to a couple for you, and even to the day, I don't have that. So if he was that, if I had somebody that was like, bro, shit, I'll reach out for him, and you see me out here, you see me like, I'm sitting nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to go back a little bit, when I got evicted, we invested like $80,000, $90,000 collectively with me and my partners.
Yeah.
So to get evicted for disturbing the peace it was more motivational to be able to, when I left there, I lived in a vacant for 9 months to save up some money.
Really?
Yeah, the building, I don't know if y'all ever heard of Gold Room Music and Media Studio.
Yeah.
That was mine.
Really?
Yeah, me, Mighty Mark, Cuddy.
Yeah.
We started that. But the first building was a vacant. I slept in there. I was the person sleeping in there. Only reason why I turned into a business is because the idea came along like, well shit, since I'm in here, you know what I mean? And the landlord was so cool, but coming from that to be able to go to the business, it made me appreciate how to bring people together even more, because I can do this shit and I can say, yo, if I can do that, man, what the fuck y'all complaining for? Come on. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So Ayo Boutique is really just like, you know, it's really a family, and it's building even more every day.
Yeah, 100%.
Every day.
100%. And I see that journey. Like you said, you put a lot of your journey on Instagram and you do social media. It's like, I love seeing it because you're so open and transparent about, you know, things that you're going through and, you know, the journey that you're making. But I also want to take my hat off to you because, like you said, you had that idea earlier of like reaching out to brands from all over the world before anybody had your back.
Right.
And when somebody did in your corner, what you thought was in your corner, didn't have your back, you decided to do it anyway because you believed in that vision. And I want to talk about some of these businesses, these international collaborations.
Yeah.
You go from like international brands like from London, Ghana, Tokyo. Like, first of all, I kind of want to ask you like how you got in contact with them and how you were able to secure those. I don't want you to get away the sauce.
No, nigga, because the thing is, can't nobody do what I do.
Yeah, well, tell us everything.
Right? I've had people still. I've had people. I'm gonna jump to it. I've had people say, I want to join the store. Can you send me a contract? They took my contract. Blamazon in Atlanta took my contract and did trying to do the same thing I did. Right? Now here's what you gotta understand about business. Your name is Blamazon. Just understand what you're doing. They're gonna blackball you off of social media. Number one. I knew that before so when he said, somebody from Atlanta called me and was like, bro, you sent me the same contract that this other business sent me, right? So anyway, forget him. Now, international brands. What I learned was I read the book Social Media for Dummies, and inside of that it was like halfway through it was saying something about you have to comment in the hashtags. I mean, you see a hashtag, click it, comment, and then follow up. So I said I want to get an international brand. I said London, Tokyo, all these. I kept clicking them, and then I saw a brand, and I said I hit them up for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks, hit them up, and they responded back like, "Brother, I would love to be in your store." I was like,
"That's good."
So the voice, I was like, now I'm thinking marketing. I said, now what if I said, bro, look, when you join the store, right? This is what it is. How much it costs? Boom, boom, boom. Can you do a video saying, I'm city styling from London, and you know I'm rocking with my brother from Baltimore, you know, and because again it's perception.
Yeah.
But I actually have a brand from London, Tokyo, and Ghana, and the goal is there's you know the 50 states. I want a brand from each state. So as we transition into this nonprofit, which I was going to talk about. I will be able to not just get a brand from each state, but I'll have a partner in every single state, and then I can open up an Ayo Boutique in a city in that state.
Yeah.
Because we're moving as a nonprofit. You know what I mean? And that was always my goal.
Yeah.
Like I said, people can listen and see what I do, but you gotta love this shit. Like I've been broke for 5 years. But I enjoy every minute of it. Every minute. I love it. Like this is, and the thing is, I do music. I took a backseat with my music. Like I've been on stages with Los. I've been on stages with TT the Artist. I've been in Atlanta doing shows. I love doing music, bro. But I don't have the same feeling that I had because I guess when the business came along, I do this. I really do it. And I feel different. Like I can walk in a room full of other people that do business, and if they talk, and I'm just like, I'm connecting. I'm trying to connect. I'm like, bro, you do that? Hey, this is my name. Here's what I can do for you. Like let's connect.
Yeah.
And bartering is why I feel like on the business side, I'm like the guy. Because once you take money out of the equation in business and you say, look, I really just want to utilize your services and you utilize mine, it's a win.
Yeah.
And people see it now, like they see it. So
facts. Facts. I want you to talk a little bit about that nonprofit, just your journey so far and what your plans are for the nonprofit.
The nonprofit is Ayo University. Ayo University came along year 2 is when the idea came, and that's basically I have so many people on the team that don't just make clothes. We got like phlebotomists, dentists, we have people that do graphic design, videography, we got a stripper, we got everybody that can teach you anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, if we got all these people, we can create a university where somebody might want to go to Micah, right? Might not have the money to go. Right. So you can come to Ayo University and the nonprofit will fund certain programs where so they have to give us the machines and the computers and we know certain things. They're really good at it. Our videographer is the guy. Teach videography, bro. And a nonprofit can actually fund certain equipment that we need. So us being able to help a community like Baltimore and give people a platform to actually do stuff is so wild. But a university is like you created a school where it's a trade. Every trade you want to be able to do, even like pole dancing, right? Because the girl really want to teach pole dancing. And our brands, I give them our selfie space, which is upstairs. I give the brands that space to use free once a month to do business. Right? So it's like, yo, she want to teach. One of them's a bartender. She's teaching bartending classes, right? She's teaching pole dancing classes. They teach videography. So now we have a university as a nonprofit through the clothing store, and it only happened because we came together with fashion.
Man, it's funny you say something like that because like we had on the show previously Mobile Printing. I know you know Mobile Printing very well. Friend of the show, friend of the pod. It's not your pod, but he said one thing that always stuck with me after our interview. He had said, you know, when I was starting off, I had to stop and take self-inventory. That's what he said. I had to realize all the skills and talents and services I have at my disposal right now. How can I use this to the best of my ability to make the most amount of money, make the most amount of connections, network with the most amount of people, and get myself out there? And I was like, yo, like, it sounds cliche, use your tools, right? But he was able to like put it in a way where it was like, so many people have talents, extra things they know how to do, people they know, equipment they have, and they're not utilizing sort of these skills right now. Like you can make yourself so much money, you know. And just like you said, like, I was able to find out that I had all these connections, and practically these are all teachers. Like, they're all great in their respective fields, and what's one place that has a bunch of teachers? It's a university, you know, and I'm able to give that back and pay it forward to those of the next, you know, coming generation. People who may want to start their bartending classes or graphic design classes. Like, you're a perfect, you know, perfect story, a perfect part of the story for them. Because, you know, they're going to remember that, oh, Ayo University was the place that I was able to get a lot of these skills. And, you know, once I got my business, once I got my, you know, my Fortune 500 company, it was like I couldn't do any of this without that start. And you're giving that to people. I want to take my hat out to you, give you a flowers while you're sitting in front of me, because that is incredible, especially going through the nonprofit, man. Shout out to you.
I enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. And I push my team a lot because, again, you gotta imagine, I'm one person dealing with so many different energies.
Yeah.
I deal with
there's a lot.
It's some days my phone rings so much, and I prayed for this. I swear, I said one day I was like, God, can you just make me busy? I used to always say it because there's a level of importance in being busy. It's so much power that came to me because people say I need a video, I need studio time, I need a selfie space, can you help me make clothes? And so many people coming to me, I said, all right, I gotta stop. My phone annoys me. Right? So I'm still trying to find balance. But what I really enjoy about what I do is the fact that I always remember the first person that locked in with me with the store, which is my man Trip Out of Pearl from New Jersey. I told him it don't matter what business he want to do. He want to open up a porta potty business where it's like for midgets. I will, bruh, how much you need? All right, I'm gonna get it.
A great idea. I'm just neither. Go ahead.
But that's the kind of person I am, and it's not even about the money. Because I'm the kind of person where, y'all remember the movie Temptations?
Yeah.
Remember when they all pulled up in their cars matching the clothes? That is something that I live by. I will never be happy if I pull up in a Lamborghini and the people on my team that deserve it don't have one as well. So I'm not really into money. I'm more into creating the opportunity for all of us to get something collectively. And that's why I said, Ayo Boutique, you know, it's not just our fashion, it's your fashion. I want people to say, we make it, but it's not just what we would wear, it's something that we want y'all to wear.
Y'all to wear too.
You know what I mean? If y'all would wear it, y'all understand what we're doing as a team. And to have one brand from each city, I'm connected all over the world. So people can copy and do what I do, because there's a lot of people that call me and ask for advice, and people actually ask me like, yo, can you like give me your business plan? I be like, you bold, squared. Like, they really ask me. It's crazy because I smile a lot. So people feel like they can ask me certain things. And then this is how I respond to people. On a professional level, I cannot give you that information. But if you want to have a sit down with me, we can have a conversation and talk.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I just love what I do, bro. For real.
No, for sure. I mean, and you talked about a couple of your loves, like music and, you know, doing business and connecting with people and bringing people together. Where did your love for music come from? You said, you know, you was beating on tables. Like, you know, where did these little influences come from in your life that you thought that music was like one of the things? You know?
I never wanted to do music. So I used to beat on tables because I was nice. You know how you had the nickel and like, I never, like I said, I never had a voice, but anxiety, I had anxiety my whole life. Anxiety, what I found out is, you know you're supposed to be doing something, you're just not doing it. That's all anxiety is. I haven't had anxiety since 2014, since that panic attack. I haven't had anxiety because I've been living. I've been doing me. Like I don't care. Like, bro, I don't care about nothing. I really don't. I remember one time my car got reported. I was like, whatever. I just get another one. Whatever. Everything was just like moving. But what happened was, I went from beating on the tables when I was 17, 18. My guy, his name was 12 Gauge. He was rapping. I came out of church, almost got killed. Me and my brother, we came out of church with like, we used to hang with a bunch of dumbasses. We came out of church, my homeboy ran past. Bloods came from every angle. I'm in Pegtown, so I don't know. You know where the hell is in Pegtown? So by the school, it's the park, it's the school, and it's a church. They blocked the alley, they blocked the alley on the side of the church, and they blocked the exit this way, so you only could run up. Long story short, all my homeboys ran on me and my brother. We got beat up, pistol whipped, almost killed. And after they left, me and my brother got up, just messed up, and we laughed like, so So we're alive.
Yo, yeah.
Right?
Man.
But I was angry because the people I hung with, right? They ran and we seen them while we was getting beat up. I seen them. Where did you get beat up? My little brother got his head thrown through a window.
Oh man.
I got kicked in the eye with a boot. It was so bad, but we fought all the time. I started doing music because my homeboy came, not gonna say his name. In the midst of it, he gave me a gun, my brother a gun, and we really thought we was about to go do something. We wasn't.
Yeah.
But the adrenaline, I was like, yo, come on. And in the midst of walking around, a car passed me, which is one of the dudes that jumped us, and he rolled the window down, and he saw me, and I was looking at him like, and I felt he was serious. In my mind, he was like, oh, so that's what y'all want to do?
Yeah.
And rolled the window back up and skirted off. After that, I said, nah, bro, I'm not doing it. I said, Tay, give it back to him.
Right,
Boom, give it back to him. And we went to Lake Clifton, and we recorded. Well, we weren't gonna record yet. My man was in the studio at Lake Clifton.
Yeah.
And he said, yo, y'all want rap? I was like, I don't rap.
Yeah.
I was so mad though, because I looked crazy.
Yeah,
he said, bro, you gotta get it out, yo. And I just started writing, just writing. And the first song I wrote was called Knock His Ass Out, featuring my homeboy, blah, 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 and me and my brother. And it was so dope to hear myself on a song that I was like, oh, I could do this.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I was in the studio with heavy hitters early. So I never really felt like musically, I'm more in tune with myself on a emotional level. That the music that I can make pop music.
Right.
I can make, and I'm from South Baltimore, so the shit I say, people are like, why you like make pop music? Like, you know what I mean? I just enjoy it because I can talk about my struggle shit on some other shit. Oh, I gotta use that.
Keep it.
Yeah.
In the live right now. In the live.
Yeah. But that's how music came along, and then like I said, I just started doing so much. People wanted to get on tracks with me.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't want to get on the track with me. A lot of people, I would send them a verse, they never send me the verse back because it was like a murder. Yeah. But I still love music. It's just that I'd rather write for artists now.
So songwriting is one of the things you look to get into.
I've been doing it. I wrote 2 albums for somebody. I wrote a kid song, and I've been doing it, not giving myself enough praise on, Rel, you guys are charging more, because it was more like, I just need to get it out.
Yeah.
I want people to hear a song I did for somebody. And now as I'm learning the business, I was like, you can get paid way more.
Yeah, definitely.
I was charging $250 for a song, whole song, hook, everything. This girl got on the radio. I ain't had no points on the project. I ain't have nothing. And I was like,
hey, yo.
I'm upset.
Yeah.
I wrote a song for somebody, and I really wish I didn't write it because it was me. It was that's my song.
Yeah, it came from you.
I stayed on the hook. It was that serious. I was like, bro, I can't give you this song. Like, I can stay on the hook.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you this song.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get back to it after the businesses. Like, we have the arcade, the selfie space, and there's 2 stores. After I'm settled, like after this year, I'm chilling, and I'm gonna put it this spring. I'm putting my EP out.
Okay, definitely looking forward to
First time people heard that.
First time people heard an exclusive Brown 35 Studios exclusive we here, man. I'm telling you. Look, I can't wait to hear that EP. And I mean, before we get out of here, because I do want to sit down for another hour, low key, because I feel like we can talk. But just to put a cap on the music, talk to us about some of the people you've worked with in terms of your music, as well as what are your goals for this EP, moving into the next few years.
Like I always mention Mighty Mark. We all, man, we was in the mud, like together, like for real. South Baltimore. So Mighty Mark, TC the artist. I've done, oh my gosh, any artist on a come up that was at 5 Seasons, we've done music. Any from Linwood, Keish, really everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Really, and what I want to do is, I really want to do more music with people that are way better than me. And I say better than me because I'm humble. Yeah. If you nice, you nice. I need to get on the track with you because it brings the best out of me.
Yeah.
And I've never been on a track with somebody that made me feel uncomfortable. Ever.
Really?
Ever.
Yeah.
And I want that. I want somebody like, I'm very competitive. You know what I mean? That's why when I'm like, Ayo Boutique, we're the best clothes store on the planet.
Facts, yeah.
Right? And I say it because I don't care what you do. I don't care what store. I'm not trying to be your store.
Right.
When you really have your own lane, like people always say, it's other people that got stores with other brands, but they're not doing this.
They're not doing what you do.
And the thing is, I know a lot of stores. People tag me. They be like, "Yo, there's a store in Atlanta." I'm not gonna say that name. That they doing the same thing you doing. And I was like, I'll check them out. I'll hit them up. I'll be like, let's do a battle. Your brand versus mine. We'll come to Atlanta. Cause I just know, like, bro, I know.
You really believe in yourself.
Right, and they don't. But I just said, if I go to my team like, yo, this store said they're gonna fry us. Like, what we doing? Everybody going in mode. And that's how I'm trying to get everybody. Like, I got one brand, Freedom Mind Clothing, right? He's a battle rapper.
Okay.
For him to be a battle rapper and to make the clothes he make is so like how? It's like he made some LG. I apologize if I say this wrong. He made some LG.
Is it no one? F. And then the various letters and those for everyone in the community.
He made some jeans that was cut, yarn. It was yarn around them, and they hung. And this girl came in and lost her mind. And I think the best part about having a store is seeing a customer's reaction to something that somebody created. Now, I ain't created it,
right?
But this is how you know I love this shit. Like, he created it, she came in, it's recording. I said, bro, watch this video. And to see her reaction is like, it just makes me feel good, even though I didn't do it. But that lets me know, like, why am I so excited for another person's success? And I said, because that's who I am.
That's who you are.
I like to see people, I don't want nothing from nobody. I just want to see you be like, yo, I started with Rel. And I'm good. I'm good with that. All of everything, you building up me and I'm building up you. So if I ask for anything, any money, that's why when they do the events for free, my one guy made $2,600. You got a free venue. You ain't gotta pay for nothing. You in the store. So now we're beneficial to each other. We're partners. I'm going to be the most influential entrepreneur ever because of that's my actual plan. So I feel like if you got a plan to be something and you just every day I say I go to sleep, I meditate to it. I be like, yo, I'm really going to do this shit. I don't even care. I don't care how many bills I got. I don't care how much bullshit come my way. It's like I'm really tunneled in. But being tunneled in, it takes away a lot of people.
Facts.
And I never understood that. Like, I've been friends with people for years, bro. And I don't understand. Well, I understand now. But I never understood, like, sleeping in the cold on the floor together. And as soon as you do business and you serious, it show how many people fuck with you. I was like, how you mad that I want to start a business? It has nothing to do with you. How does that create separation when you're so dedicated? Because everybody, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Everybody that I said, yo, I'm gonna do this to, they ain't never like stick around or they ain't never give me that, yo, I'm with it. And that's all I needed, right? To jumpstart me. Ain't no, I'm gonna answer that as you, him, and the barber. They never was like, that's what's up, bro, like, let's get it, and I can help you in some kind of way. So when I still did it, even though we wasn't beefing, that created separation, because now they see I'm well on the news. Oh, he got 17 people out of state, he got a brand from London. So now they like, I can't even talk to him anymore. That's a real story. It's real.
Crazy.
Yep. I hope they're watching this.
Man, I hope they're watching it because listen, man, I'm telling you, it's like I think I hear so often that like the closest people to you will be like some of the last people to like really invest in your vision. Now there's some people who actually are day one A1s that will be there for forever. But a lot of times you see these stories of like some of the best, your bestest, is like they just don't tap in, and it's intentional from their perspective. You know, like they don't want to, you know, really big up your idea. They don't want to build you up and, you know, support you and with the things you want to do. And I think it's so interesting that we see that often. But you know, I'm so glad that you have this clarity on the opposite end, that you can see exactly what it was, so that it can, you know, inform your decision making in the future. You know, and I see that you're using a lot of the things you've learned into what you're doing now. I love to see that. But one more thing before we get out of here, you pulled up in something real nice. I feel like every time anybody sits down with you, they gotta mention the whip, man, because that brand car is mean. And I want you to talk about sort of just the brand car in general. I remember, I actually think about 4 days ago, you got all the next brands for your next car. So talk to us about that and all the things that are going on with the brand cars.
So the branded cars, first I got the idea from Young Dolph, number one, because I feel like in my mind I'm very good at branding and marketing. Because branding and marketing is not about just being consistent.
Yeah.
He was consistent at doing the cars like the same way. And I was like, yo, that's so dope. I was like, I'ma do it, but I'ma do it way bigger. You gotta think about this. I am connecting with so many entrepreneurs. So many.
Yeah.
That's why I say I'm going to be the biggest influential, like not the biggest entrepreneur, I'm just going to be the one that I can influence. Because the goal of the car is to bring us together.
Facts.
Right? Everything I do is around bringing us together.
Facts.
So we about to get a Sprinter van.
Okay.
And put 140 entrepreneurs, not all from Baltimore, but from all over on the vehicle. And the idea is, I want y'all to understand that marketing is not just social media. It's doing something that you might not be so sure about, because some people was like, bro, like, what am I gonna get out of it? I said, you're on a vehicle, and even if you're not, like, if I'm on a side, like Nacho Banger, right? Big shout out to them, because they on the car.
Yep.
When I pull up, they doing a video. Oh, we on the car, cool. It's cross marketing. I said, once you understand what cross marketing is, you'll understand why we can help your business. You're talking about visibility.
Facts.
The only reason why I do this is because I understand what I'm doing, and I feel like I add value to a lot of people. I can add value to anybody. It doesn't matter who you are. I just know that whether I can talk my shit about your business, whether I can walk in your store and bring people that I know, that's the whole point. I had a wine mixer with 39 entrepreneurs from Baltimore. It gave me the idea to create another one because I already have 39 in my pocket.
Okay.
Right? Every single vehicle that I get from the day I'm gone will be wrapped. Even when we give out one, and that was, I ain't telling nobody that we're gonna be giving out vehicles through our arcade. Low key, I ain't telling y'all how we got that plug, but big shout out to the guy that sell cars. He go to the auction. I'll shout.
Shout out to him.
But the goal is, like I said, we're a nonprofit. We're gonna wrap them and give them away. Cause that's what nonprofits do. They help fund an idea, and that's just my idea. And that's, bro, I'm telling you, like, I'm so locked in. I'm just locked in.
Yeah, man. Man, y'all heard it first, man. Ayo Boutique is here, man. Again, let them know where they can follow you.
Ayo Boutique, Instagram, Ayo_Boutique. You can follow me on Twitter, Ayo Boutique, Facebook, Ayo Boutique. Everything is Ayo Boutique. If the other one in DC pop up, that's Ayo OO. It's 2 O's. That's not me. It's AYO Boutique. Google it.
Google me.
That's the easiest way, because then all of them pop up. They all pop up, and you can just click it and you can find me.
Facts, man. Always, I will say this again, always a pleasure, man. Pulling up on us, man. I always enjoy my time sitting with you from the last interview to here.
Yes, sir.
Man, I definitely appreciate you coming through. And, I'm always, after this interview, I'm going to always be looking forward to what you got planned.
Appreciate it.
After I heard it, I needed to hear it, because we didn't know each other personally prior.
Right.
But, after me hearing it, I got to stay tapped in. I got to stay tapped in with the brand cars, Ayo University, your EP you gonna drop, and everything you got, man. We got support back on Black-owned businesses, and I love that you got a heart for this, bring people together. So I gotta get that same energy back to you.
Please, man.
I gotta reciprocate that, man.
Please.
Yeah, I look forward to everything you got. Now, finally, I'll leave you with the sacred Baltimore proverb, and that is, keep doing what you're doing.
Always,
man. Once again, it's MikeOnTheMic from the Vibe Perspective Podcast with my guys at Ground 3 Radio, DJ Artis, DJ OK calling at 443-377-1872. Again, that number is 443-377-1872. Leave a message about Ayo Boutique or one of your favorite of his products, anything that you've done with branding, anything that you've seen him do with any collaborations across overseas, in the States, it doesn't matter, let us know. Keep it locked from the Vibe Perspective Podcast and Vibe Studios in Ground 3. Artis, let's get out of here, man.
Artis.